And now, dear listener, I invite you back. Welcome to the very heart of our story. Within these four walls, magic unfolded, a symphony of moonlight and memory, of whispered secrets and healing touch. Tonight, we delve deeper, revealing truths unveiled by candlelight. What truly transpired within these chambers? Prepare to be enchanted. We begin with a truth often forgotten. This was not merely a house of pleasure, but a sanctuary of solace. Amidst the hushed whispers and flickering candlelight, a profound understanding prevailed. These havens of velvet curtains and whispered secrets were sanctuaries for hearts in need of healing. More than just flesh, these establishments offered solace. They understood that pain, much like pleasure, resonated within the depths of our beings. Step into a room bathed in the softest light, where delicate fabrics caressed the walls. Here, ladies of the evening, far from being mere objects of desire, were revered as companions, confidants, and healers. Their touch, a balm for weary souls, seeking refuge from life's harsh edges. Picture this, a knight weary from battles, his armor heavier than lead, or a scholar burdened by the weight of knowledge. As they step within, their burdens seem to lift, replaced by the warmth of genuine smiles and the promise of solace. But how did this haven operate? Picture this. Upon entering, one would be greeted with an offering, not of immediate gratification, but of tranquility. A soothing draught of herbal tea, its aroma mingling with the scent of blooming lavender, welcoming you to unwind. While sipping, one could engage in conversation, partaking in stories and laughter, discovering common ground that transcended the boundaries of their temporary roles. Then came the prelude to touch. Imagine a skilled masseur, his hands guided by years of experience and intuition, initiating the ritual. His touch, a language all its own, began to unravel the knots of tension and heartache harbored within the body. Each stroke was a lullaby, each pressure point a portal to release, allowing emotions long suppressed to finally flow. Following this, a lady of the house, adorned in attire that spoke of comfort rather than cheap finery, would grace you with her presence. Her touch, gentle and reassuring, was a testament to her trade. No hasty actions, only shared silences and empathetic smiles. She was a weaver of words, adept at stitching together fractured emotions, offering solace and understanding. As the night deepened, the offerings diversified. Poetry readings filled the air, each verse a mirror reflecting the complexities of the human experience. Music, too, played its part, with instruments filling the space between words, harmonizing feelings that defied articulation. Laughter echoed, chasing away shadows and replacing them with the comforting glow of camaraderie. Now, let us unveil a secret often shrouded in the mist of history. Such establishments were not mere dens of vice. They were sanctuaries of learning, offering education unavailable elsewhere. Ladies of the evening, far from being mere entertainers, were scholars. They possessed an astonishing breadth of knowledge, engaging in lively debates that could last till dawn. With patrons ranging from philosophers to wandering minstrels, discussions spanned theology, literature, and science, fostering an environment where ideas took flight and minds were broadened. Moreover, these havens provided a platform for artistic expression. Painters found inspiration in the graceful forms, reclining upon cushions, while sculptors observed the delicate interplay of muscles and tendons, learning from the very essence of the human form. Musicians, too, drew inspiration, composing melodies that echoed the emotions and experiences shared within these intimate walls. And yet, amidst this tapestry of artistry and discourse, there existed a counterculture. Here, unconventional practices flourished, challenging societal norms. Questioning authority and embracing alternative beliefs became a norm. Dissenting voices found solace, sharing revolutionary ideas that dared to question the status quo. Within these establishments, alchemy transcended mere chemistry, becoming a metaphor for the transformation of souls. Alchemists gathered, not just to experiment with metals, but to refine their spirits. Each crucible a vessel for self-discovery, each reaction a catalyst for personal growth. However, despite these pursuits, a shadow lurked at the periphery. Persecution and raids were a constant threat. To ensure secrecy, members devised ingenious methods of concealment. Hidden passages and false walls became their allies, allowing them to evade prying eyes. Codes and ciphers were employed, transforming innocent conversations into cryptic dialogues, confounding outsiders who might inadvertently stumble upon their gatherings. And yet, through it all, a spirit of camaraderie and resilience prevailed. Bonds of brotherhood and sisterhood were forged, uniting individuals from diverse backgrounds under a shared banner of acceptance and mutual respect. Within these clandestine communities, differences were celebrated, creating an atmosphere of unity that defied the barriers of convention and convention. In the end, these clandestine havens stood as monuments to the enduring human spirit, places where intellect, creativity, and a thirst for knowledge intertwined with the pursuit of pleasure. Despite the lurking dangers and societal scorn, the members persevered, finding strength in their shared passions and the unwavering bonds of their chosen family. And so, dear listener, our journey through the clandestine world draws to a close. May the echoes of laughter, learning, and camaraderie resonate within you. Remember, within these hidden sanctuaries, life was celebrated in all its complexity, where darkness and light danced in a delicate balance. As the final notes of music fade into the night, carry a piece of this magic within you, a reminder that life's greatest moments often unfold where shadows meet the moonlight. Until next time, keep seeking the hidden wonders that illuminate our existence. For in the tapestry of life, it is often in the most unexpected corners that the brightest threads of joy, knowledge, and companionship intertwine. The scent of lavender, the rustle of linen, and the hushed voices of men and women sharing their most intimate secrets, joys, and sorrows. What really went on in medieval brothels? Often more than just carnal pleasures. Welcome to my channel. Tonight, we return now to the quiet hush of candlelit corridors, to the soft silk halls of the Silver Finch, where dreams are sewn with lavender thread and each breath is a lullaby waiting to be sung. Settle in now, dear listener. Give yourself over to the shadows and let me, your storyteller, guide you through this house of whispers and memories. This is the second installment of what really went on in medieval brothels, a tale best enjoyed in darkness and solitude. Crack your door just a sliver so that sound can drift out if you must. But try not to move, not even to breathe if you can help it, lest you break the spell of the story. You are inside now. The door is closed, the key turned. What really went on in medieval brothels? Often more than just carnal pleasures. Feel yourself slipping softly, like the last leaf falling from an autumn tree. You are weightless, now held only by the memory of warmth, the soft echo of footsteps on old oak floorboards, and the breath of night wrapped around your shoulders like a cloak lined in fur. The candle hasn't burned out yet. It flickers gently in the corner, its light casting slow shadows across the stone walls. You re-still there, in the heart of that medieval world where secrets are safe and silence is sacred. Yes, we're going back through the red door, to the place where tenderness was an art form. You remember now, don't you? You walked through these halls once before. Ah yes, how could you forget the feeling? The air thick with lavender and wood smoke, the murmur of voices from unseen chambers, the soft sigh of linen against stone. The place felt holy then, and it is still so now. You pause on the threshold of the great hall, the one you know as the still room. This is where everything began last time, where the hush fell first, the place where hearts unfurled and worries unwound. Come in now, come in and lose yourself to the shadows. Let the dusk embrace you like a long-lost friend. Welcome home. The night has deepened now. The festival in the market square has faded into a distant memory. The clamor of drunk nobles and coin-struck merchants has faded into the cold night outside. Inside, only the true seekers remain. Those who aren't looking for lust, but for gentleness. Your eyes have adjusted to the gloom now, haven't they? You see the tapestries on the walls, depicting scenes from forgotten fairy tales. You hear the faint scrape of a chair leg on flagstone, the rustle of fresh linen from the upper floor, A cough, soft and apologetic, followed by the splash of water from a nearby chamber. All sounds of night are welcome here. All moments are savored. The hurry of the world beyond these walls does not intrude here. Not tonight. Now, take a breath. Breathe in the lavender smoke curling from the hearth. Feel the coolness of the stone floor beneath your feet, the comforting weight of the shadows under your chin. You're not here for carnality. Not exactly. You seek something older, something deeper, and you find it, don't you? In the silence, in the candle flames dancing like gold beetles on the wall, in the soft sighs of slumber that brush past you like ghosts. But there are stories to be told still, stories of love and loss, of longing and regret, of lives lived and lessons learned. Over there, by the window, sits a young girl, younger than she should be, with eyes old beyond their years. Her name is Margot, and she came here not to seek solace, but to offer it. You see, she has a gift, or perhaps a curse, of knowing what others need before they do, of hearing their silences louder than any spoken word. Right now, she senses only quiet is needed, so she gives it, pouring herself into the shadows until the only sound is her breath and the ticking of the old clock in the hall. On the other side of the room, beneath the painted eye of a watchful owl, two figures stir. The woman shifts closer to the man, reading aloud, nuzzling his arm, as if to anchor herself to this moment. The man pauses, then clears his throat and continues, his voice a balm against the chill of the night. His words weave a tapestry of hope and devotion, wrapping the woman in comfort as surely as the shawl she wears. Around them, shadows deepen and soften, blurring the edges of their sorrow. For here, even heartache finds solace in the shared silence of a single night. Then there's the man by the hearth. He tends the embers, lost in thought, his face etched with weariness that has nothing to do with the passing years. His hands, gnarled and strong, work with the familiarity born of tending fires in colder, lonelier places. Once, perhaps, he was a blacksmith, shaping metal as he shaped stories now, forging connections that burned brighter than any hearth. For some, this night is a refuge, a reprieve from lives that demanded too much of body and soul. Others seek connection, a hand to hold, a heart to understand, a moment of vulnerability before the dawn. And here, in this sanctuary of whispered words and shared breaths, they find it. Here, in the heart of the Finches, where stories unfold like petals, and dreams are spun from moonlight and lavender, they find it, the solace they seek, the solace they deserve. The night deepens still, and the house settles into its secrets. The clink of a mug on flagstone, the rustle of fresh linen, the murmur of a name spoken too softly to catch, the scent of wood smoke mingles with the sweet ghost of lavender, creating a spell that weaves its magic on all who enter. Here, the boundaries of the world shift, the weight of societal norms lifts, allowing raw emotions to surface and intertwine like smoke. Hear that now, the gentle creak of a rocking chair, the soft sigh of linen against skin, the whisper of a story shared. For here, in the heart of the Silver Finch, the language of the soul is understood, and the currency of the heart is exchanged, traded for moments of respite, human connection, a shared understanding that transcends the boundaries of time and circumstance. The rain has begun now. It taps a gentle tattoo on the roof, a soothing rhythm that lulls the senses and stills the mind. Within the warm embrace of the finch, the storm is but a lullaby, its melody harmonizing with the beating of hearts that have known both joy and pain, triumph and despair. The flickering candlelight dances on tear-filled eyes and weathered hands, illuminating the landscapes of lives well lived, of scars that tell tales of battles fought and won, of victories claimed not with swords, but with the quiet courage of enduring life's relentless tides. Oh, you feel it now, don't you? The softening of resolve, the yielding to the gentle persuasion of the night. The weight of the day lifts, revealing the rawness of emotions long buried under layers of societal decorum and self-imposed restraint. Here, laughter mingles with tears, creating a symphony of shared humanity. The boundaries between observer and participant blur, uniting all within the Finch's embrace in a tapestry of collective experience. In this hallowed space, vulnerability is revered and silence is golden. For within the depths of human emotion lie stories waiting to be heard, tales that bind hearts together, reminding each soul that they are not alone. In the vast canvas of existence, each teardrop is a brushstroke, each smile a masterpiece. Together, they paint a mural of shared humanity, a testament to the enduring power of connection in an ever-changing world. So surrender to the moment, dear listener, and let the Silver Finch envelop you in its embrace. Lose yourself in the kaleidoscope of emotions on display, for they mirror the depths of your own being. In this sanctuary of shared experiences, you find not just solace, but a reflection of the intricate beauty of the human condition. Let the stories of others resonate within you, igniting the embers of your own narrative. For within the shared tapestry of human emotion, your story, too, will find its place. The night deepens, and the Silver Finch prepares for slumber. Voices soften, footsteps grow quieter, and the scent of lavender weaves its comforting magic throughout the halls. The fire dwindles, its embers glowing like dying stars, mirroring the fading light in weary eyes that have witnessed both the brilliance of daylight and the enchanting hues of twilight. One by one, shadows stretch and yawn, preparing for the embrace of slumber. The gentle susurrus of silk sheets and the soft sigh of blankets being pulled tight create a soothing melody that lulls the senses and stills the mind. Rest now, dear listener. Let the rhythm of the night envelop you, cradling you in its timeless embrace. As the world outside drifts into dreamland, allow yourself to be enveloped by the tranquility of the moment. For even in the depths of night, solace can be found, and peace, like a cherished guest, graces the waiting heart. Welcome back to the series. We're almost at the end of this season, which means we're almost done telling all the stories of the Silent Company. This week, I am so pleased to bring you the third and final installment of What Really Went On in Medieval Brothels, a tale spun by the talented storyteller, A.K. Larkwood. Each story in this series is like an exquisite little piece of art, woven with such care that even the silences speak. In case you missed it, Part 1 and 2 are available for patrons right now. And if you'd like to hear this entire series early, get exclusive bonus content, and support the show directly, then you can find membership information in the description below. Otherwise, What Really Went On in Medieval Brothels will be released weekly until its conclusion on May. But for now, allow me to usher you once more through that special door behind the red-painted panels to the gentle quiet of the Silver Finch, where the hearth is low, the candles are dim, and there are stories still to tell. So, let us return once more to that tender place behind the red-painted door, where night lingers softly, and the walls remember. What Really Went On in Medieval Brothels, Part 3. A soft-spoken sleep tale beneath candlelight. Feel the hush of this moment wrap around your chest. Your body has become weightless, your thoughts slow as honey. You are drifting again. Back to the cobbled lanes and flickering lanterns. Back to the Silver Finch, where time stretches like silk, and every breath tastes of rose hips and sleep. The hearth is still warm, the air is steeped and quiet, and stories are still being told, not with mouths, but with touches, glances, and the slow rhythm of presence. You are welcome here. There's no need to move, only to listen. While the guests sleep soundly above, the workers move gently in the shadows. They do not collapse into beds. Not yet. There is still work to be done. But it is soft work, ritual work. Anwen stands by the herb shelves, fingers trailing across the little clay jars. Marjoram, for grief. Chamomile, for sleeplessness. Mugwort, for dreams. She pinches bits of each into small cotton bundles, then places them beside the beds upstairs. She never tells the guests what's inside, but they always sleep deeper on those nights. Lillian is folding linens slowly, mindfully, her hands smoothing each crease like a blessing. She hums softly, a tune with no words, something passed down from women before her, all of whom knew how to wrap pain into softness. Tomas tends the fire. He kneels beside the embers, not stoking it for heat, but to whisper prayers into the ashes. Not prayers for salvation, but prayers of thanks. Thanks for another night of safety, another guest who cried without shame, another child sent away with warm bread, a coin in his hand, and no harm done. And downstairs, in the shadowed corner by the stairs, Margot pours mulled wine into a chipped porcelain cup. She stares into its depths, seeing not spiced drink, but memories. A dancer in a sunlit square, a lover whispering promises, a father cradling a babe, faces, voices, laughter, all fading to gray. Her own past is a winding, tangled thing. She does not unravel it often. But tonight, the shadows are kind, and the ghosts come waltzing back to life. She smiles. It's been a good night. Not joyous, not loud, just good. And that is what the Finch does best. Hold the quiet, embrace the small, celebrate the soft. She is pulled from her reverie by the scrape of boots on stone, a new arrival. She rises to greet him, her smile widening. Ah, a familiar face returns. He is old now, his beard silver, his steps slower. He leans on a cane made of cherry wood, but his eyes are still quick, still bright with mischief. He was once a poet, beloved in the South. He wrote sonnets for kings and curses for scoundrels. But the best verses he ever wrote, he left here, scratched into candle stubs and carved on the undersides of bed frames. He comes tonight, not for company, but for goodbye. Margot sits with him. She lights the same candle he always liked, the one that smells of beeswax and cloves. She brings him mulled wine. They do not speak much, only smiles pass between them. He hands her a parchment, a final poem. For the walls, he says, for the women who mended me when I thought I was beyond repair. When he falls asleep, he does not wake again, and they do not call the coroner right away. They let him rest a while longer. Let the candle burn to its base. Let his silence fill the room like incense. And as the first tendrils of dawn creep through the window cracks, they gather, not in grief, but in remembrance. They speak of the good times, of lessons learned, of battles fought and won, of the quiet dignity of letting go, of the wild joy of living fully. As the sky lightens to pearl, they make ready for the day. There are fresh linens to be hung, fires to be stoked, rooms to be aired out. But before they scatter like birds, they pause in the center of the house. They hold hands. They don't speak. They don't need to. Their shared past is a language of its own. Their linked hands are a prayer. Tonight, a familiar face returns. He is old now, his beard silver, his steps slower. He leans on a cane made of cherry wood, but his eyes are still quick, still bright with mischief. He was once a poet, beloved in the South. He wrote sonnets for kings and curses for scoundrels. But the best verses he ever wrote, he left here, scratched into candle stubs and carved on the undersides of bed frames. He comes tonight not for company, but for goodbye. Margot sits with him. She lights the same candle he always liked, the one that smells of beeswax and cloves. She brings him mulled wine. They do not speak much. Only smiles pass between them. He hands her a parchment, a final poem. For the walls, he says, for the women who mended me when I thought I was beyond repair. When he falls asleep, he does not wake again, and they do not call the coroner right away. They let him rest a while longer. Let the candle burn to its base. Let his silence fill the room like incense. And as the first tendrils of dawn creep through the window cracks, they gather, not in grief, but in remembrance. They speak of the good times, of lessons learned, of battles fought and won, of the quiet dignity of letting go, of the wild joy of living fully. As the sky lightens to pearl, they make ready for the day. There are fresh linens to be hung, fires to be stoked, rooms to be aired out. But before they scatter like birds, they pause in the center of the house. They hold hands. They don't speak. They don't need to. Their shared past is a language of its own. Their linked hands are a prayer. And now, let us whisper the truth one more time. There were places in history where love was not sold, but shared, where gentleness was taught like scripture, where those cast aside were gathered up, dusted off, and told, "You are not broken. what really went on in medieval brothels. Rest, healing, laughter, sometimes, and dreams tucked into corners, too quiet to name. And you, dear listener, you who lay here now, with eyes growing heavy, let yourself be held in that same tenderness. You are safe. You are worthy. You are exactly enough. So breathe, now, one last time, in and out, and let this candlelit world fold itself around you. Let the hush of linen, the scent of rose oil, and the warmth of long-ago hands lull you into sleep. You are welcome here, always. Now drift, slowly, gently, into the dark velvet of night, and dream of the Silver Finch, where love was soft, the silence was kind, and the truth was never what they told you. And now our series What Really Went On in Medieval Brothels is complete. Thank you to everyone involved. A huge thank you to A.K. Lockwood for gifting us with these exquisite tales. If you'd like to learn more about this incredible writer, you can follow them online or check out their author page. To continue exploring this series, please visit our website for more information. And to all my patrons, a heartfelt thank you for making this release possible. Your belief in this project means the world to me. Please join me next week for an all-new story. Until then, keep creating, and I'll see you soon.